Hey y'all, Crispy Tinkers. I'm Chris. Nick. It's Thirsty Thursday. Cheers. Hello. What do we got? You guys? Carburetor.
Sadly, yeah. So I bought this toy a couple years ago. Some 02 Yamaha Kodiak Big Bear, I think is where it's at. YM 400 or 450. Great little machine, 4-wheel drive. Bought it. Didn't really have a lot of maintenance when I got to it, so oil change. Carb didn't run great, so I did buy a carb replacer. And ran it hard this last year, and I kind of neglected it myself. It was a $25 carb that I got on Amazon, and I ordered another one. So just in case that is what it is, and I destroyed it, I've got that one on backup, but otherwise we're going to leave in here, pull all of this out again, show you how it's done. Maybe look at some other maintenance stuff I had the front off because I was slow on handing freeze. So we'll just get this thing fired back up so we can get the plow on it, which is over there. And you also see the old white outboard that we worked on a couple episodes ago. If you've watched a few of our videos, that's the actual snow shoveler that I was so excited to tell you about. And it's set up and ready to go. But you know, I like my ability to move snow and have my toys be able to fire up when they need to. And this one's got some fuel issues. So we're gonna get this thing emptied out and pull this off. We'll take it over to the table and work on it just like we did the old lawn tractor. Alright, so you can see the seats off. That's not really hard. There's a latch here, it slides backwards. I'll switch adjustment is and just some other access points. This one doesn't come off as much, but it comes off the same way. Just give it a little gentle tug and pull and it'll slide off. And it's buttoned up into this fender. This comes off really easy. There you go. Yeah, it's just plastic clippings, so try not to be too beat up on them. They'll snap those and you'll have to get the whole panel. So we'll get this off and then
We gotta drain it first, right? So how are we gonna drain it?
So, well, the neat thing about this is it's got a, what they call it, and I'll probably say this wrong, but it's a petcock. So it's fuel shut off valve here. When you pull this tank, it's shut off to that point, and it's attached underneath. That was actually leaking, and I didn't replace it last time. So whenever the fuel is in the off position, it's fine, but if it's running, when you shut it off, if you don't turn your fuel shut off to the off position, it'll sit there and drip, and that's not good. So we've got a new petcock to swap that out, but once we get the tank off, we'll be able to access that from underneath, and you can flip the tank and pour it out from here. So everything's still contained. Once we get this up and off, we'll get the hose off of the carburetor. It's in the safe. We don't need to drain it fully down. It's pretty much empty.
Oh. 10 millimeter.
I heard, yeah. Here is too small. Step it on it. Oh, we found Goldilocks. connected to. So from here, we're only connected to our fuel down under that petcock. So we'll disconnect that hose, yank the fuel tank. I think I'll fully dump this out into a old gas tank and then put new fuel in it, rinse it, and I may dump that just in case there's sediment in there. There's a fuel filter that's supposed to catch stuff, but we're just I have no clue. I'm not having good luck with carburetors on anything that I have right now, so. Oh, there's a screw here. We need to take this off, and then this hose back here is what comes off. But it's a Phillips head effect. I don't remember. It is a Phillips. So it's just a screw in there that holds this long shut-off device, and right now I want my fuel in the off position so that it's not leaking.
That's attached to the tank, not the carburetor, right?
Correct. So you can see it when we replace this, so you can see it go up through the tank, and then it's on the inside. So one is higher up, and then there's one that's lower. There's a lower nozzle, and that helps be able to create the vacuum, so I believe. But when you see that reserve, like when you run out of fuel and you hit that reserve switch, what it is it pulls it out of the smaller tube, and it essentially says you have very little bit of time before you need to put fuel in that. But we'll find all that out once we dig in there. And take that C-clamp loose there. This may be easier to just kind of lift and twist and so one of the things I'd love to try is just to get some fuel through it, if it'll fire up.
We got that angle now too. What about some starter fluid? Is there a way you can squirt some starter fluid in there?
Yeah, I could squirt it in straight to the carb through here. I've got some.
But that's not what you want to accomplish. You want to accomplish fuel delivery, right?
Right. But if I can get it to fire up, that means that we've got spark, right? So we'll go ahead and give her this little liquid current. Okay. So I think we're good. I don't know if we were getting proper gasoline down through it for it to fire up. Ah, the smell of gasoline.
Kind of smell you like in the morning, huh?
Okay, so that came off just like that, and looks very similar all the way around, except for I've got a brand new gasket here.
Where do you suppose it was leaking last time you Had issues. That gasket, you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good call. It could have been right through here. Could have been in that gasket. Could have been off of this tube that I had here. This could have cracked by just torquing it down. This looks a lot thicker, so this is hoping a better quality right there already. And it appears that there's a seal right there, and that one's got a lot bigger gap than this one, so could be our issue, but we got that. So there was, it appears to be a screen, but this did come with 2 screens. I don't know if there's a difference from up here, or if this might be able to go. I don't know. So maybe it's just a backup. That's the new screen. Look, but there we go. Get that Phillips on there. Alright, voila, new pet car. Okay. Now it's off. I feel like this is good to
Man, that wind is crazy.
unbelievable. The hard part is sneaking that down through the proper portal. Alright, I think it goes down through there, yep. And then we'll come up into here. And we'll see. Air cleaner back together here. Get these bolts on.
And before we get the fairing back on, we need to get these 2 10 mils at the front of the gas tank in. There's your...
There wasn't anything on there last time?
There has to be something hooking into that. You see it?
You see it?
It's not that way, so...
Oh, here. Right here.
Yeah.
Well, we're all back together, so not the carb after all, probably a dirty filter, the peacock was bad, there's a screen on there, so things I should have replaced last time, and just cleaning out the tank, fresh fuel, fired right up, it'll run. These things are runners. I mean, treat them right, oil change, keep fuel fresh, antifreeze, and be able to get into
So at least we didn't have to do the carb today. I'm sick of carbs.
Alright.
But thanks for tinkering with us. We'll see how this one goes and go from there.